Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back in Failurewood for the final episode in the series of Depraved. The news is that Earnest Hand, who has an earnest hand, also is in a foul mood. And he's in a foul mood because he's a little bit hungry. Well, bully for you, Ernest. He's also a little bit armed. Now, we've yet to see a disgruntled citizen go, full rage. But Ernest has the means to do so. Now, the positive news is that we now have law enforcement. Is Albert Freeze. This is the law. And no, I did not even change his name. That is his name. We also have Glenn Shine, who is... he's the law enforcement officer who likes to spend his time chewing on a bit of wheat, just to keep himself in the shape that he's become accustomed to. But there we go. All hands. Oh, hold on, Leroy. Leroy's also unhappy. As ever, they're all just hungry. I could import some food, I suppose. Am I going to? Probably not. But you never know. Anyway, I've ordered in between the last episode and this one. I've built a couple more houses, as you can see, and I've placed an order for some iron ore, so that we could get the blacksmiths going, and something else as well that currently escapes me what it was that I ordered. Oh, some more machine parts, metal parts, so that I could actually get some stuff being correctly developed. We've got a new pig farm being built over here. At some point, surely, I must reach the stage where people stop griping about not having enough food. We've got these houses are being upgraded over there as well, and the sheriff's has been built. And I had absolutely no say in who got to be sheriff. Is the final member of the team, Wilton Link. There you go. He's a lawman. He's a sick man. That's what he is. Go to the doctors. The sick man with no sense. That's like all men everywhere. They have to be forced by their mother figure to go to the doctors. Well, I am that mother figure, and anybody else who requires some doctoring, I'll make sure it happens. Stick around, and we'll see who else gets sick. Now, I had hoped in the advancement of play that I did betwixt last episode and this, that there would be some kind of heist-based action occurring. Actually, I had a thought a moment ago. Glenn, come here. Glenn, can you live in the bank? Can I assign you to the roof of the bank? What do we got here? Offensive, stop unit, follow the bank, Glenn. No, guess not. That's for us following Glenn. I tell you what, come stand out here. Glenn, mate. Come here. Right, and when you're here, you're not going to like this much, Glenn. Stand still. No. Back over here. Glenn, over here. Glenn, over there. And then when you get there, just wait. No, you've misunderstood me, Glenn. When you get here, stop and then sleep. No, where are you going now? I don't understand you, Glenn. I've got a special job for you. I mean, admittedly, it stood out the front of the bank like a Charlie, but I need someone to do it, Glenn, and you're my man. There you go. Largely because I don't think you're fit to hold the post. But in the meantime, just kick it there. Say things like "morning" or "howdy" to anybody who happens to go past. Maybe ask them if they've got a bushel of wheat for you to chew on. Maybe that would work. Don't know. A well in Failurewood produces no more water. Oh, that's not good. Carlton. No, I see now. Here we go. Pick up from the drama of last time. Harm's all like, "What's the matter, Carlton? What's the problem?" Cargo, shut up. Shut up, Harm. Carlton, what? You've run out of water, haven't you? Yeah, it might rain soon. Could happen. Oh, hold on. A horse has died. Oh dear, Kirkus's horse is dead. Still no sign of Kirkus, unless that's him under the horse, of course. Oh, no, well, it's the mystery deepens as to the whereabouts of Kirkus Bean, erstwhile gunslinger of Failurewood. Sounds like an actual real story, doesn't it? Right, well, Carlton, you're fired. No, I said you're fired. Go and do something else with yourself. Go stand over there for a minute. There we go. And while he's not looking, we'll just blow that up. Where's the bulldozer? You can tell I've not done this. Oh, hold that to destroy. There we go. Carl goes, my beautiful well. Yeah, it was empty, Carl. There was nothing left in there, man. Your days as master well merchant are now behind you. Fortunately, we've got a good stock of water at the moment, so we might get away with not having to rebuild the well immediately, which would be good because I'm trying to up the number of hard-working, rather less hard-working settlers, so that we may advance to the next tier of advancement. Whose house is this? Wilton. That's one of the sheriff's men. How dare he have his own horse and not be riding it? Oh, we got a full load again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Get rid of those. A resident in Failurewood is being attacked. Pause. Let's have a look. What's going on? Oh, he does look surprised. I mean, obviously that's an authentic Wild West emoji that he's got going on there. It's a wolf versus Stillman Doss. Now then, the thing is, what are you doing about it, Stillman Sitchley? And what Stillman Sitchley is saying is going, I always felt there was only really room enough for one Stillman in town, and I think that might be me. Let's see if he responds. Given that this is in his circle of temperance. Oh, look at that. From downtown. Stillman gets the job done. Oh, hold on. We've got another one there. Whack that and all. There you go. Hortense has also been savaged. Oh, well, hold on. That's more shooting. I authorise no further shooting. Where's the shooting? You can hear it too. Where is this shooting coming from? I want a flashing alarm. I don't want to miss it. If one of my armed civilians has gone loopy, I want to be able to dispatch the plod to go sort him out. There we go. All right. Okay. Yep. There we are. We've got a shooter. It's Ernest. Who's he shooting? He's shooting Ceylon. All right. Okay. Well, never mind that. Pause. I'm not going to let you just get away with it. He has fully flipped out. He's raging, apparently. Well, he's not going to rage for much longer. Selden, first gig. Here you go. Go and arrest him, will you? I say arrest, but let's put it a different way. Go and dispense some justice, please. I'm not sure he's actually shooting at anyone. He's just indiscriminately popping off shots. Oh no, or maybe he is. Maybe he is hacked off with Ceylon Euler. Maybe he's read Ceylon's Euler and has decided that that's egregious. Well, he's got water now. Oh, hold on. Ceylon's been hit. Oi, Ernest, stop it. No, can I just tell him to stop? Don't be shooting the innocent townsfolk of Failure. Oh, that's it, mate. You're taking the fall. Yeah, take your time there, Selden. There's really nothing important. Look, he's on a full-on rampage now. There we go. Nick him. There we go. Oh, now, can I nick him? One would hope so. Selden? Come and read him his Miranda rights. Come here. Oi! Selden! 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 Oh, you're a gunslinger. You can't arrest anybody. No, that's all right. No, you can go. You can go. Don't worry. I need a lawman. Where is my nearest lawman? Here we go. Abbott, this looks like a gig for you. I mean, admittedly, there was some vigilante kind of deal that happened there. We don't need to worry about that too much, though, do we? We run things quite fast and loose when it comes to the letter of the law here in Failurewood. We're very much a spirit of the law kind of a town. I just made that up. Anyway, oh look, he's got some hustle. You're next, sunshine. You're also bleeding. If you're lucky, I'll take you to the doctors first. If not, you're about to bleed out in a jail cell. And think about what your dear old mother would be saying about you right now, were you, confronted by her. It should say, I knew you were a bit hungry, but shooting people is no way to go about getting yourself a nice sandwich, which is all you were really after from the get-go. As a young boy, you were very keen on a sandwich from time to time. And I can understand how you'd be disappointed at the absence of a sandwich. But you didn't get a sandwich, and instead you shot people, and now you're in a jail cell where they'll feed you a sandwich. Funny how life's rich tapestry is woven with the roundabout of justice. Anyway, there we go. Right, let's up the tempo and see if they can actually get a wriggle on. Evidently not. I mean, Abbott doesn't like walking at a slow pace, so he's doing his normal pace, but kind of treading water along with it, since Ernest is kind of a little bit hamstrung. Who's this? Stillman? Go to the doctors, mate. Look, do I have to tell you twice? Oh, I mean, historically I have had to tell you. Who's this? Robertson. Go to the doctors. I mean, honestly, you people are just a chuffing liability. I'm going to let Ernest... I'm not going to take Ernest to the doctors. I'll be honest, he doesn't deserve it. Maybe the doctor will come visit him in his cell, but I'm kind of interested to see what happens next. You know, is he going to... is he just going to fester in there? It's good that he locked himself up. What do you mean his sentence is 5 minutes? Surely murder warrants a little bit longer than just 5 minutes. And that was a double homicide. I question the justice statute books there. I mean, you know, I'm all about rehabilitation and so forth, but I think it takes a little bit longer than 5 minutes. Last I heard, anyway. I mean, we've cured the common colds. Maybe we've got some other radical new therapies going on here somewhere. Yeah, overall I'm skeptical. However, right, let's see what sort of progress we've actually got going on here. Now, obviously my grain farms are empty at the moment, but we have got grain, you know, growing like there's no tomorrow. It's another grain farm. We are perilously short on meat, although we never seem to run out entirely, which is a good thing. The new pig farm is, well, it's waiting for everything, fundamentally, but I think that's probably because I've issued quite the merry amount of upgrades. You never know. Also, my foundry should have started to make a name for itself. Well, yes, we've got 5 iron ingots just kind of sit there. In fact, they're sitting here right now, sat there ready to go. I've got just not making anything out of them. Now, I did have the iron toolworks ready to go. It's just a question of remembering where I left it. I left it around here somewhere. It's over here, look. There you go, Toolsmith, 800 quid. Makes metal parts. Now, you know, we never have a lack of demand for metal parts, so let's set you up here. Let's set you up here. There you go, and then hopefully that'll get established more quickly. Well, I had hoped today to see some gunplay type action, given that we've now got a sheriff in operation, but I'd fully expected it to be some kind of a heist with villains. But as it turned out, not so much. It was just someone who was a bit peckish. A resident from Failurewood is discontented. Let me guess. Is it Ernest? And is he partly discontented because he's in prison? In which case, I'm fine with that, apart from the fact that we're going to let him out soon. In 2.5 minutes soon. I'm not convinced. Please at least tell me you disarmed him before putting him in the clink. Because if you didn't, and this is just me spitballing here, I think he might reoffend. I mean, I know we talked about the rehabilitation program earlier on, but I'm not convinced that he's really far enough through the 12 steps that you've got him on that he can be trusted with a loaded Colt peacemaker in his hands. I mean, I guess you know best. You're the professionals and all. Although there he is, look, he looks very sorry for himself. Actually, he doesn't. He looks... Bandits? Right. Hello there, chaps. Now, I've got a notion here. Who have we got today? William Mayfield. Burton Mayfield. Let me guess. Melton Gosney. The Mayfield brothers may be the name of the gang, but really they're not the star attraction. It's all about Melton Gosney, who, as I'm sure you'll recall, did something at some point. No, you can't have anything. Now, normally I'd send out my posse on this gig, but today, no, we're going to send out the law. We're going to send out Judge Link. Yeah. And who else should we send out? Well, I think it's rather obvious who else we're going to send out. We're going to send out Judge Shine. Get over there, Judge Shine. And then if you wouldn't mind waiting once you got there, that'd be dandy. No, I'm not giving you horses. You don't need it. You are the law. And then Judge Freeze, Punk, is also going out there as well. Judge Freeze Punk. There you go. And then the snooze once you get there. Right, let's up the tempo. There you go. Here comes Judge Freeze. He's not on his Lawmaster today, but he doesn't need it. He is a judge in the winter. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's even better when they're on foot. Judge Link and Judge... Not interested. No, mate, I'm not doing it. What do you want us to do? You want us to wander out into the snow and then have some kind of dust-up with a named gang? Well, it's a great idea, boss, but in all honesty, I'm not feeling it. I think your plan is flawed. I think one of us, or many more than one, is going to die. Oh, okay, we're going in. Shooting is commencing. Oh, that's a down one. That's a dead one. That's 1-1. Let's hope it doesn't go to penalties. Come on, take out the other Mayfield. Oh, it's gonna be close. Actually, it's not gonna be close. You're nicked. But, and then, oh, that's another one. Is he going to surrender? Come on, finish him. Come on. Take him out. Go on. There we go. Glenn Shine, lawman, came in for no small amount of ridicule earlier on. But Glenn really has got it done. Taking down 2 of the 3 Mayfield gang there. One of whom is going to get very chilly knees while Glenn goes and gets patched up. I don't suppose I can actually book him and cook him without the presence of. You're right, Glenn. You're doing great work, mate. Great work. You are now. Glenn is now the sheriff. I'm going to change his name. Sheriff. Glenn. What was his last name? Can't remember. Glenn Fry. There we go. The heat is on. Glenn Fry is it. Glenn Fry is the heat. I know, I've changed your name. It was Cole or something. I can't remember exactly, but there you go. You are now officially... Hold on. Someone else. Oh, what's going on? There's a fight. This Leroy Durish and Ollie Verts appear to be having a scrap with Ernest... Oh, it's Ernest flipping hand again, isn't it? Right, where's my... And they made a citizen's arrest. Ernest, you're going straight back in pokey, mate. If I've got any more judges. There you go. Oh, hold on. What's happened there? A resident has been murdered. Johansson? Where are you going with the gun? Anyway, that was Sheriff Glenn Fry there. He's dead. Damn. Right, okay, well, we've got some inexperienced law persons here. You go nick this dude, wherever he is. Go on, go... oh, he's not there anymore. Maybe he's decided, okay, everybody's gone. I'll tell you what, go get the Winchester. You've earned it. Come and get a good gun. Instead of that Colt that you're packing at the moment, come and get a Winchester instead. Can I... Yes... Try and arm yourself with a Winchester. Well, there's a button I didn't know existed until now. And it's a good button to know about, if I'm honest. Would it be a button that I might have been highly advised to have learned about sooner? No matter. That's good. Ollie, You did such good job there. Arm yourself with a colt. Oh, this is much easier than telling them to go out and help themselves. In fact, I'm going to arm all the women in town. There we go. Because out of all the people who flipped out so far, none of them have been women. I know it's only been one person so far, but I'm seeing a 100% male instigators of violence kind of situation. So maybe some kind of Sisters of Battle idea, or as we shall know them, the Sisters of Justice, would be beneficial to the well-being of the town. Then again, who knows? Right, good. There we go. That's that then. My police force has been replenished, and we now have. In fact, I'm going to rename them all. This is Judge. And I quite liked his first name over his last. Judge Cabal. Or Cable. Your choice. But I prefer Cabal. Then we've got Arthur Phillips. And we'll call you Judge Phillips. Maybe only one L. I don't know. How do you want to spell it, Phil? Judge Phil Ips. Phillips. Yes. He'll fill you up with lead. Yeah, yeah. And then who's this? Hal Rolfs, Judge Rolfs, who is the German judge, and therefore rarely gives full marks if you've not perfectly executed the technical. Good, right, there we are. Any other questions? Who's at the doctor's? Who's in there? Who you got in there at the moment? That better not be Ernest. If Ernest isn't in Pokey, and to be honest, I didn't see him in there. No, someone ship him down the river. Unless he's still waiting the swift fist of justice in his justice-proof face. I mean, I did say he was likely to reoffend. No one listened. Into the doctor. I should be allowed to set this. He's just over here. Look, he's running free. I just kind of go, well, no one arrested me. I'll tell you what, though. There we go. Can I tell you to go and scrag this guy? Because he's a wrong 'un. He's just going to reoffend. I mean, he's making out like he's getting back to work, but we all know he's just going to go and pick a fight with someone. And then I'm going to have to arrest him again. There's the frogs. And there's some lightning. The weather's rubbish. We've run out of wood. And we've got a murderer running around town. This has been Depraved with me, Colonel Failure. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the series. There is more to the game than this. You can build multiple towns and have them trade with one another. But I wasn't into that. I was more into the simple lives of honest townsfolk and Ernest, who's now no longer unhappy. Well, it's probably because he figures he got away with it. And based on current evidence, he has got away with it. Spock, go to the doctors, which is, possibly the name of the series. Anyway, do subscribe to catch out on future nonsense. There's almost certainly going to be future nonsense, no idea in what. But if you don't subscribe, you'll never know, will you? Unless you happen to stumble across it one day and kind of go, oh, is this guy again? Had I subscribed, I would have been able to catch up from the get-go. I don't know. Yeah, you tell yourself that now, but it's too late. Press the flipping button. Go on, I've entertained you for almost 17 minutes. Yeah, press the button. And fling a like at this one if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, fling a like at it anyway. Why not? Yeah, what do you got to lose? What's the worst that could happen? I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you for watching. Let's finish on something iconic. And it's all going on at the saloon. Cheerio!